on the device. So let's go ahead, let's open it up, and let's see what it has. So once we go ahead and we open up the box, this is what's inside. You have your Digibox, you have an HDMI cable, you have a voice-operated remote, and you have a USB plug, and of course, a user manual. Let's go ahead now, let's take a look at around the box and see what the box itself has. So on top of the box, you see it has the brand name, the Digibox. It also has 2 antennas. Let's go ahead and flip this over so you can see what else it has. Right here, you have an IR port, you have an AV port, you have Ethernet adapter, HDMI, and you have your optical cable, and of course, we go ahead and you plug in the power supply. Flip it over, you have 4 USB ports, and also you have a micro SD card, so that way you can use whichever one you would like to use. In the front, you're going to have a blue power button that comes on, digital display. On the bottom, you have 4 rubber feet. That way it keeps it a little bit high, and you have plenty of ventilation on the bottom to keep the device running cool. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the remote. So on the remote, it's pretty comfortable in your hands, and you can see it has a button so that way you can go ahead and turn on and off your TV. You can go ahead and mute the sounds and all. You have the power button, that way you can turn off everything. You have a settings button, and of course you have your enter button, directional pad. You have your voice, that way you can use the voice control part of the remote that you want to use. One thing I like, you have your home button, and then of course down here on the bottom, you have your mouse. That way you can go ahead if you like. Instead of using directional pads, you can just use the remote with an infrared mouse, and you can click on things that way. Now let's go ahead and set this up. So now with the Digibox already all set up, let's go ahead, grab the remote, and let's power it on. Once it comes on, it gives us a splash screen of the Digibox. Just give it a couple of seconds to go ahead and change the screen, and I'm pretty sure it's going to tell us to go ahead and set up the remote. So now to go ahead and pair the remote, you got to press and hold for 3 seconds and then release the OK button and the volume or sound button. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's see if we go ahead and get paired up. So once you go ahead and you pair up the remote, it goes and it looks for some Bluetooth devices. Here it is, it's showing our Digibox. Let's go ahead and click on next. Once you click on the next button, it comes over to the screen where it says language settings. Go ahead and scroll through. Here's all the different